Hello, guys. Here today, I am bringing you guys a 2016-2017 Premier League prediction video. So right now, I think I'm going to start off from bottom to top. So we'll start off with the relegation candidates, which I think will be Sunderland in 18th position, Burnley in 19th position, and Hull City in 20th position. Sunderland, I don't even think has a full team right now, and I can see them definitely getting relegated. Burnley and Hull City, I don't think are strong enough this year to compete in the Premier League, even though they got promoted from the Championship. So that's why I think those three teams will get relegated. And in 17th position, just missing out on relegation, is West Brom, which Albion, because they haven't done much business. They still have Rondon up front who can score goals for them this season, which is good. But I don't think they'll be in the top half of the Premier League table this year. The next is Watford in the 16th position. Actually, I made a mistake. I meant to put Watford up here in 15th position, and taking out Swansea and putting them in 16th position, just because Swansea is got rid of Williams in defense, which was a good move by Everton, but not a good move by Swansea because he was their best defender, he was their captain, and now I don't see them doing fantastic in the Premier League this season. Although they're trying to sign strikers, they signed Lorente from Sevilla, and they're trying to sign Baston from Atletico Madrid, but I still don't think it'll be enough, and I think they will finish in 16th position. In 15, I think Watford will finish there because Watford's managed to hold on to Troy Deeney and Gallo through this transfer window. It's not done yet, but I still think they will hold on to them, which is good because they can both score goals and hopefully keep Watford out of the relegation zone. And in 14th position, I think Middlesbrough, the newly promoted team from the Championship, could be in 14th position because they've done great business in the transfer market. They've signed a whole bunch of players that can help them, I think, stay in the Premier League and and finish above some of the Premier League teams that say don't get relegated, which such as Swansea and West Brom. But I think that Middlesbrough has a good team to compete. They signed Negredo. They signed a couple other players in defense, so I think they can compete in the Premier League this season, and I think they'll finish in 14th. And 13th position is Stoke City. Stoke hasn't done much business. They signed Joe Allen, which I think will be a decent signing for them. I don't think they'll break into the top half of the Premier League table this year, but hopefully Arnautovic and Shaqiri can do the business for them up front, and hopefully get them higher up in the table to not get relegated. In 12th position is FC Bournemouth. Bournemouth has done pretty good business. They signed Jordan Ibe from Liverpool, which is a great signing in my opinion. They may have paid just a tad bit more than they wanted to for him for 15 million, which still isn't a bad deal, but they could have benefited from getting him for cheaper. They now have Callum Wilson back from injury. And he injured himself in the last Premier League season, to see Bournemouth go down in the really bottom half of the table, in 16th and 17th position. But he is back. He should bang in the goals for them. They have Afobe too, who should get some goals for them this season also. So I think they will finish in 12th position. In 11th position, I think Crystal Palace will finish in 11th. They recently lost Balassi no, I don't think he has signed yet exactly, but it's really close to being done, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's really close to being done. At the time I'm making this, he might have already signed when this gets uploaded to YouTube. But yeah, so I think they'll finish in 11th position, which is not bad for them. Maybe creeping in that top 10 if, say, Southampton doesn't have the best year in the Premier League in the 2017 season. So, and in 10th position, I already said Southampton. They may lose Jose Font to because of other Premier League teams wanting him, but right now they've held on to him, which is the captain of Southampton, and they don't really want to lose him right now. He's a great, solid defender who holds that back line together for Southampton. They also recently lost Mane, which could be bad for them because he was one of their main goal sources last time. They also lost Pele to the Chinese league, so I'm not really sure where the goals will come. Where the goals will come from in that team, but I still think that they'll finish relatively high in the table in the top 10. Now in ninth position, I think the champions of the previous season, Leicester City, will finish in ninth. They didn't do when they've done decent business. They picked up Kapushka, which was a great signing. I loved the way he played in the Euros at the end of the Poland and Portugal game. He came in, he made a difference in the Polish team. They almost won the game in the end, but you can't really do them all. And I think they also signed Musa. He's looking good in the preseason games, so you never know with Leicester. They could finish higher, but I think they will finish around ninth in the table. In eighth position, I think Everton will finish there because they have almost signed Bolasie. They've signed Ashley Williams. They got rid of John Stones for 50 million, which is a great sell because I don't think he's worth 50 million. He's now one of the not highest paid, the most expensive defender, which is absolutely crazy. That Man City could have picked up a much better proven defender for that much money, but they picked up John Stones. It's great business for Everton. Now Everton has 50 million to splash. They splashed some on Williams from Swansea, and I think they will splash about 30 on Bolasie, which could be a great signing. And in seventh position, I think we'll have the West Ham United, just because they're a really good collective team. They play well together as a team. They're one of those teams that they do good, but they can never get into, say, the top four. They were floating around last season in the top 6 for most of the season, mostly because Dimitri Payet is an absolute. He had his best season, I think, of his life last Premier League, and helped West Ham to be in that the top half of the Premier League table. And in sixth position, I think Liverpool will finish there because Liverpool has done really good business, in my opinion. They got rid of Jordan Ibe for 15. They brought in Mane. They brought in. Oh my, he's slipping my mind right now. Matip from Schalke, which is a great signing in my opinion. Who else did they sign? I think they're getting rid of Benteke for 30 million to Crystal Palace, which could see Crystal Palace even move higher than 11th position in my predictions because of that signing, which Benteke can score goals, and he should for Crystal Palace if he goes. And in fifth position, I think I have Arsenal, because Arsenal is a bottle case and they can never finish in the top 4. I don't know. Actually, no, they finished in the top 4 last time. Yeah, but they can never win the Premier League, so I think they'll finish in the top 5 because of all the great managers that are now in the Premier League, such as Pep Guardiola and Jose Mourinho, also Conte of Chelsea. So you never know. I think they will probably finish 5th. They signed Granit Xhaka, but they haven't really done any other signings. They haven't signed a striker, which they really need, which is why I think they will finish 5th and not higher on in the table. In 4th position, I think Tottenham will finish in 4th because they have signed Janssen to back up Kane if, say, Kane gets injured. They have Dele Alli, they have Dyer, a whole young team that can score goals, and they play really well together. They just messed up in the back end of the season last year, and Leicester took this title away from them. And so yeah, I think they'll finish in the top 4. And third place, I think Chelsea will finish there because Chelsea's made a good signing in Kante. They're looking to get Koulibaly from Napoli, but they need to do some other transfers. In my opinion, they signed Batshuayi, which is a really good signing from Marseille, who can help them for sure get into that top three. Maybe even take Diego Costa's spot away, which could happen because Diego Costa is a hothead, and I don't really like him in my opinion. And he's not my preferred player, but I am a Chelsea fan. I'm also a Man United fan. I know that may seem funny to you guys, but my dad is a Man United fan and my mom is a Chelsea fan, which is why I support both teams. So I like to see both teams do well. In second place, I think Man City will be there because Man City has done a pretty good have done pretty well in the transfer window, I should say. They've signed John Stones. They signed Gabriel Jesus. He was joining the club in January. They have signed Leroy Sané. Who else have they signed? I think they signed one more. Oh, Ilkay Gundogan. Okay, I'm just gonna call him Ilkay. Okay, I don't know his name, but I'm not really good with names, as I mentioned in my previous video, and with the Paul Pogba Welcome to Man United video. If you're interested in that, go check out that video. It's my first video on YouTube, and it would mean a lot if you guys would smash the like button on it. But anyways, let's get back into this prediction. I have Manchester City finishing in second, and into the champions, which I think will be Manchester United. I'm just not saying that because I'm a Manchester United fan, but I'm saying that because they have signed Ibra, they have signed Paul Pogba, they have signed Eric Bailly in defense, which I think is three fantastic signings in my opinion. I think they also signed one more person. I'm blanking right now. Ibra, Pogba, Bailey. Okay, whatever. I totally blanked out there and I forgot their fourth signing. But they've signed 4 people, and I really think that they have a great chance in winning the Premier League this year, especially because people are saying that Ibra might not score the goals for Man United in the first 2 preseason games. He has scored 2 goals, one against Galatasaray and one in the last match. I forgot who they played. I have a really bad memory, as you guys can see. But yeah, so I think my champions will be Manchester United. I'm going to go through the list one more quick time. Second, Manchester City. Third, Chelsea. Fourth, Tottenham. Fifth, Arsenal. Sixth, Liverpool. Seventh, West Ham. Eighth, Everton. 9, Leicester. 10, Southampton. 11th, Crystal Palace. 12th, Bournemouth. 13th, Stoke. 14th, Middlesbrough. 15th, Watford. 16th, Swansea City. And 17th, West Brom. And relegation candidates, 18th, Sunderland. 19th, Burnley. And 20th, Hull City. So guys, this has been my 2016 to 2017 Premier League predictions. If you guys liked the video and enjoyed it, please smash the like button. And if you guys are interested in sticking around the channel, smash that subscribe button. I will be releasing more videos soon. If you guys like this video, check out my Welcome to Manchester United Paul Pogba video I did yesterday. So yeah guys, and that is it for me. Peace.